says, we are the Israelites according to the Bible. Understand the foolishness of our people. This is what I want you to understand. The brother said, until you become a Moor, you will have nothing.
Because they think they're sovereign. They think that they have some type of ability above the law. Understand this. We are all in captivity. Moors, Muslims, Christianity, all this nonsense, Catholicism, until you come back to this Bible, until you come back to the understanding of the God that brought you out of Egypt, you will always have nothing. Watch this. Give me Proverbs chapter 1. You know what I want? Read that. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22. We're going to show you that we the Israelites according to the Bible. Come on. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? You hear the Bible? The God said, how long will you simple ones love simplicity? Guess what? Moorish American, they simple as hell. They have no knowledge. They have no understanding. They think that they are sovereign and they're above Esau. You don't lost your mind. God, you got to have a driver's license to drive that car. Read that verse again. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? Our people love simplicity. Our people love to be simple. We got to come out of that, brother. We got to come out of that. That is simple. Here it is. You getting drunk on the Sabbath day and you think you got it made. Listen to that. You drunk on the Sabbath day, God's holy day, and you think you got it. You think you made it. That's simplicity. Our people are simple. Read that verse again. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? Come on. And the scorners delight in their scorning. And look at him. The scorners delight in their scorning. He loves scorning right now. Look at him. He loves to be scornful. We're bringing the greatest history out. The greatest thing that our people can hear, that you are God's chosen people. God chose you above all nations. But he don't like that. He don't like that. He want to be a Moorish American. He want to be a byword. He want to be a proverb. All Moor is Latin for black. Look it up, scholar, since you think you're a scholar. Look it up. Moor is Latin for black. All you're doing is calling yourself a black man. That's it. But he wants to scorn the greatest knowledge that ever come forth on this earth. We are the Israelites. Read on. And fools hate knowledge. Fools hate knowledge. We are teaching our people. Guess what? You see yourself on this sign. You are Issachar from the tribe. You are an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar. Ain't nothing greater than that. You ain't American. You ain't Mexican American. You ain't Aztec. You ain't a Moor. You ain't Muslim. Watch this. Give me Jeremiah 2. Jeremiah 2. We're coming back to Proverbs. Give me Jeremiah 2. Jeremiah 2 and verse 27. Oh, we're showing you. Jeremiah 2 verse 27. This is what the Moors follow. This is what Muslims follow. And it's recorded in the Bible. Read that. Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 27. When he say if you ain't a Moor, you ain't never gonna have nothing, this is what he's talking about. Read. Saying to a stock, thou art my father. They worship a stock. Read. And to a stone. To a what? To a stone. They worship a stone. He thinks a stone is going to save him. Understand, this is the simplicity of our people. Just like in Catholicism, Catholic Church, they think some blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy is going to come and save them. No, this is not a white man's Bible, sir. You do not know your history. Read that verse again. Saying to a stone, thou art my father, and to a stone thou hast brought me forth. That's what he believes. A stone is going to bring him forth. Allah is going to bring him forth. That's madness. A stone, you understand this? He thinks one of them rocks is going to bring him forth. That's the foolishness of our people. Our people are smitten with madness, and we have to come out of that nonsense. We got to come out of the foolishness and come back to the laws of God, under the true God, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Go back. Proverbs. Read that verse again for the simple brother. Read. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? God is asking you a question. How long, you simple ones, are you going to love simplicity? Come on. This is directed towards y'all in the car. How long, you simple ones, are you going to love to be stupid? That's what the Bible is saying. Come on. And the scorners delight in their scorning. And scorners delight in their scorning. Come on. And fools hate knowledge. And fools hate knowledge. You hate knowledge, brother. Give me Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. Because the statement was made that this is the white man's book, right? This is the Caucasian man's book, right? This is the white man's book, right? Let's see if this is the white man's book. Come on, read that. Song of Solomon. Let's start here. Song of Solomon chapter 1 verse 5. We in the King James. We are reading from the King James Version Bible. Let me ask you a question, brother. Who was King James? Who was King James?
He's the one executed.
Who was King
He
James?
was the one executed.
Before he was a king of Scotland, what was he?
He was the one executed.
No, before he was a king of Scotland, what was he? He was a Scottish Moor. He was a Scottish Moor. Understand, you simple, brother, and you don't want to see it. Read that. You understand that you see the simpleness of our people when it comes to God's laws. Read that.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5.
Come on.
I am black.
Matter of fact, read verse 1. Read that.
Verse 1. The songs of songs, which is Solomon's.
This is are you familiar with Solomon? Who Solomon is? He was David's son. He was the king of Israel. Listen to how he describes himself. Read that, verse 5.
Verse 5. I am black.
I am what?
I am black.
He said, I am black. What is that telling you? He was what? What was Solomon? He was black. You were exactly right. He was a black man. He wasn't white like he wasn't, and they ain't even white. They're red. They're Caucasian. They're a red people. They ain't white. This is white. Did you see this color right here? That's white. The back of that page, that's white. He was black. He was black, just like me, just like you, just like all these brothers you see. He was black. Not like this simple brother right here. He was black. Just like this brother says he's a Moor. All he's saying is I'm black. Solomon said I'm black, read? But comely and beautiful. Understand this. This was our Bible. This is the black man's book. This is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is your book. Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Our people love to be simple. It's time to come back to the Bible. It's time to come back to God's laws. Give me that. Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Watch this. This is for you simple Moorish Americans who think y'all sovereign, who think y'all are above your captivity. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
Watch this. This is a curse that came upon us as a nation of people. This is why we are in the conditions we are in today, because we broke God's commandments. So God told us certain curses would come upon us. And guess what? These curses are how you identify who the Israelites are. This is how we know our identity. Read that.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God said because we broke his commandments, we would have to serve our enemies. What are we doing today, sir? What are we doing? We are serving our enemies. The so-called Esau, which is the so-called Caucasians. Arabs, which that's where they get that Muslim crap from. It's from your enemy, the Arabs. Islam did not come from a black man. It came from Ishmael. It did not come from us. That is an Arab religion. Ishmael is his name in the Bible. These are our enemies. God said you would have to serve your enemies. Africans, so-called Africans, Hamites, are our enemies. We ain't the same people. Read on. Read that verse again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
We will serve our enemies. Come on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
And guess what? God sent them against us. Why did he send them against us? Because we broke his commandments. We decided we would want to stay on this heritage. We decided we wanted to be Moors, and we wanted to be Muslims, and we wanted to be Christians, or celebrate the religion of Christianity. We wanted to be Catholic, Baptist, Pentecostal. We wanted to be all these foolish man-made religions instead of Israelites from the tribe of Issachar, from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi. So God sent our enemies against us. And that's why we are in the state we're in today. Read on.
In hunger and in thirst.
So guess what? We would have to serve our enemies for hunger. Who do we go to for food? Who do we have to go to for food? I'm going to watch this. Read that verse again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
God said we would have to serve our enemies, right?
Which the Lord shall send against thee. In hunger.
And hunger. We have to. Do we own these grocery stores? Who do we go to for hunger, sir? Who do you buy your food from? Who do you buy your food from? Your enemy. We at one point in time we had our own land. You're exactly right.
The cattle.
Right. At one point in time we owned our own land.
Stuff and we process it ourselves.
Right. We had our own. You're exactly right, brother. We don't process our own foods now. We go to Walmart. We go to Family Dollar. We go to Costco's. We go to Publix, Kroger's, all these different. I'm not sure what is it? The Hen House. What is it called? The Hen House. We go to all these different grocery stores. We don't own them. We do not own these grocery stores as a nation of people. Why not? Because we broke God's commandments. That's why. Read that verse again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
And in thirst. Come on.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness.
Hey, make sure you check out that flyer, brother. You an Israelite, according to the Bible. We got a school here, located, Northeast 63rd Street. Make sure you check that out, brother. Information is on there. You the greatest thing on this earth, bro. It's time to repent.
Read that verse again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
God sent our enemies against us in hunger and in thirst. It comes from our enemies.
Right.
Read that verse again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
And in nakedness. We have to go to our enemies for one of all things.
Right.
Why? Because we broke God's commandments.
Right.
So in changing that, we must come back to the laws of God as the Israelites.
Right.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. Take care of us. And our children too. We have repented. How are you? People want to know, who's the king?
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.